It's a funny little story. Well, I found it funny, and a few people in the shop found it funny, but I think a few other people in the shop thought it was bloody annoying. So I went to the train station to pick my daughter up, and I just wanted to nip into the shop to get a few bits of chocolate and some things like you do. Well, actually, it was just chocolate. I lied. It was just chocolate. And anyway, there was a massive queue. And I thought, oh no, I can't be asked for 2 pieces of chocolate. I'm not going to queue up here in that massive queue. So I thought, well, yeah, okay, I'll go to the electronic checkout. So I'll go, there's 5 electronic checkouts. So I go to the first electronic checkout and I get my piece of chocolate and I go up to the machine, beep. Okay, £2 or whatever it was. And then I got my other bit of chocolate and I went out to the machine, beep. Ah, call for assistance. I thought, what? Why? Why do I need to call for assistance? If I bought something that's dodgy, there's no alcohol in any of these bits of chocolate. So I just thought, oh, I'll go and use the other console. So a big flashing note on the screen, call for assistance. And I looked at the queue and there was only one person serving. I don't know where the other person in the shop was, down the other end of the shop, stacking, not giving a toss really what's going on over at the checkout. So I thought, okay, well there's 5 consoles, I'll move to the other console. So I went to the next console along and did exactly the same thing. Went up to the machine, beep, £2, whatever it was, got my other piece of chocolate, boop, call for assistance. I thought, what the f***'s going on here? And all the people in the queue are watching me, waiting for their turn, their queue as in going up to the checkout with a human being. And I stood there and I just looked round, still nobody to come for assistance. A big note came on the screen again, call for assistance. And I just looked around, nobody was there. I thought, okay, well, there are 5 consoles. 2 of them have call for assistance, and so I went on to the next one, the 3rd one, and did the same thing again. Boop, £2, whatever it was. Boop, £2, whatever it was. Call for assistance flashed up again on the 3rd console. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? What the bloody hell am I doing wrong? Must be in the machines. They haven't got enough staff here. Something's wrong with the machine. Didn't think it was me. So went on to the next console. So I'm on console number 4 now. And all the other consoles, 3 consoles, had call for assistance flashing up on the screen. And people were coming and going on the last 2 electronic checkouts where I were going. They were coming and going. But they couldn't use any of the other checkouts that I'd been on, the electronic checkouts, because it all had call for assistance on them. So I was on the electronic checkout. Again, boop, £2, whatever it was. And then again, up to the electronic console. Boop. Oh my God, call for assistance yet again. And then there was one console, 1 electronic checkout left. 1 out of 5. There was 1 left. And everybody in the queue, great big long queue for waiting for a human being to serve them, were all watching me. And then there was, I think it must have been about 8 years old. He called out from the queue and he said to me, "You have to put it down." You have to put it down for it then to give you the final bill. And I looked around at him and he came over and he actually physically took it out of my hand and he went, look, beep, this was the last console, this was the last electronic checkout, boop, put it down. Actually on the weighted counter to the side, and then he got the other one, boop, and put it down. And sure enough, it didn't say anything, it just gave me the final bill. And everybody in the queue started laughing at me. Oh my God, I felt like such an idiot. Why didn't I put it down? The machine didn't register it. Why didn't I put it down? I couldn't believe. Oh, what a dull moment to have. Isn't that right, Lilibet? Isn't that right, Princess Lilibet? Huh? Your mama was being dull. Yes, she was. She was being dull. She was being dull. She was being dull. So, sadly, 4 of the checkouts couldn't be used until a member of staff had cleared the screens. What an idiot. But the mum did laugh, but I'm sure some people in the queue didn't laugh either. Have you ever done dull things like that in public? Oh well, never mind. I'm going to have my jacket potato now because it's getting cold.